Thanks for listening to Go Right with Peter Boykin. Jill Biden says Hispanics are as unique as tacos. To get the full context, you can watch the video at GoRightNews.com. First of all, let me remind you that I speak Spanish as bad as Peggy Jill Biden, think King of the Hill, but at least I will try to speak Spanish as best as I can in this podcast. I'm like Jill Biden, the wife of our very lost president and Chief Joe. This is embarrassing. Listen to what Jill Biden said. And I quote the diversity of this community. As unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio, First Lady Jill Biden received widespread condemnation for a tone-deaf remark comparing Hispanic Americans to tacos. What she said, Jill Biden was giving a speech at the 2022 UNIDO's U.S. annual conference when she said, Raul, the president of UNIDO's U.S., helped build this organization with the understanding that the diversity of this community, as distinct as the bodegasas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio, is your strength. Yikes, not only can she not pronounce Boga, which is a small convenience store in a Spanish-speaking neighborhood, she decided it was smart to reduce an entire community to a stereotype by comparing them to tacos. Cringe. Back up. This isn't the first time Dr. Jill made Americans cringe with racial pandering. In March of 2021, she was speaking at a farm workers event in California to celebrate Cesar Chavez when she screamed to the crowd, so say it with me, CCP Wadway, the future is ours. She butchered the pronunciation of that word. I want dare try to attempt myself, and just like Peggy Hill from the King of the Hill, she tried hard to put it in a Spanish phrase. Someone needs to tell her to stop. Republican Representative Mara Flores, who was just elected in a district controlled by Democrats for the last 150 years, tweeted, "They just don't get it. Latinos aren't buying their liberal pandering. We care about the rising costs of housing, food, gas, and issues that impact everyday Americans. No matter how loud they yell their made-up words, it won't change the reality of their failed policies." The backlash didn't just come from Republicans. The National Association of Hispanic Journalists responded to her remarks with a statement saying, NAHJ encourages the First Lady of the United States and our communications team to take time to better understand the complexities of our people and communities. We are not tacos. Our heritage as Latinos is shaped by various diasporas, cultures, and food traditions. Do not reduce us to stereotypes. Please share this to your social media and visit GoRightNews.com for more news.
Warning! Notice the social media, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, etc. GoRightNews.com publishes and shares news gathered by many sources, right, middle, and left. The views in these news might not reflect the views of the publisher or reader in the podcast. Keep this in mind before blocking, striking, or banning Go Right News from your platform.
Hi neighbors, this is Peter Boykin, and this is hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin. Check out this news story and more on GoRightNews.com and the podcast hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin.
It's time to join the Go Right movement. It is time to hashtag Go Right for America. Join us at GoRight.us and GoRightNews.com. It is time for the Great American Revival, and it is time to hashtag Go Right for America.
Thanks again, everybody, for listening to this, and please share it everywhere. Again, this has been hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin, a part of GoRightNews.com and a part of the Go Right Network.